Eight of them, and they are all armed at the time. It was at night, so they will expect fire exchange, maybe because of that earlier claim of robbery. Okay, the police are saying that Sharif and his driver, who is also a Pakistan national and who claims to be his brother, but we understand Sharif had only one brother who's already dead. They were coming from a place called Magadi. Magadi is almost 100 kilometers away from Nairobi. It was around 9 p.m. on Sunday. On reaching at a place called, there's a roadblock which was on the road between Nairobi and Magadi, which had been erected to kind of help an operation which was ongoing to stop some suspected thugs who had carjacked a car from Nairobi. So according to police, on reaching at the place, Sharif's car failed to stop because there was that roadblock which had been erected on the road. This prompted the police who were manning the roadblock to shoot the car, and the tires were deflated. The police shot almost 10 times at the car, and one of the bullets hit Sharif's head, bursting it. I mean, the bullet came from behind, and it went through the front side of the head. The brother drove the car to a homestead owned by a Pakistan national in the same area, in efforts to administer first aid on him, but they found he had died. He had bled to death. So the police arrived at the scene and interrogated the driver. He said they were coming from Magadi. So he explained that they feared stopping there because they didn't know it was a police roadblock. And the body was later moved to the mortuary. At the mortuary, we understand today the family wants the body to be flown to Pakistan for burial. We really don't know what the two were doing in Magadi or when they had come to Kenya. But we understand Sharif was working with some local journalists to investigate on some issues of corruption here and there in Kenya, Pakistan, London, and all the sort of the issue. But we don't think or don't know whether the shooting was linked to the investigation they were doing. The police have handed the case to a body called Independent Policing Oversight Authority, which investigates police misconduct. I mean, because the police are arguing that the case was a mistaken identity, now the body will investigate to establish if the police were overzealous or they were trigger happy in their shooting, and then they will take action. The ones they can charge them with will be misuse of firearm, because the police can say that it is not murder because they didn't know the guys, so they were just told these were suspected thugs, and maybe the mistake was to open fire without following the due process or following due precautions. Here in Kenya, just like in the US, we usually see media reports in the US. If police stop you and you fail to stop, there's a likelihood you'll be shot. So it's advisable that if you are stopped and you have seen the signal of stopping, just stop. It won't cause you much harm. I mean, there have been cases where police have shot and killed people, motorists, or injured them in such incidents. But the best thing they could have taken was to take the number plates or circulate and say there's somebody who has breached a roadblock here, so that they can alert the guys on the other side to stop them. But now we just wait and see what the investigation will come up with. Magadi is a place where Kenya extracts soda ash. Soda ash is a chemical which you know, and the factory is run by a group of Indians, Tata Industries. So we assume they were coming from there. No, that's why it later emerged to be a case of mistaken identity. The guy was later found. He was a child. He was found to be safe, and it was a case of mistaken identity, I can tell you. For that, the robbery took place yesterday at around 7 p.m. here in the CBD, Central Business District of Nairobi. And the car which was involved in the robbery was later spotted near where the shooting happened.